We'll have some introductory comments, then we'll go to questions in the room. If time permits, we'll go to questions virtually after that. But Coach, whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Well, first of all, congratulations to Miami. Hard-fought win, and hey, ebbs and flows in the game on both sides, and they found a way to win, and we found a way not to win. So just an unbelievably disappointing game. You got to just, what we want, we have to deserve. And we didn't deserve what we wanted. We obviously wanted to win, and we didn't deserve it. We deserved exactly what we got. Because when you turn the ball over, the way we're turning the ball over, we turn the ball over the way we turn the ball over. It's hard to win. I mean, we going in to score a touchdown and on the ball, and then another red zone turnover. So I mean, obviously the turnovers, it's like a broken record. Best players have to play well, and we're not doing some of the simple things, and it's frustrating. But the turnovers, and then the 98-yard run. That's really all they had there in the first half, but that was big. It was a difference in the game at the end. Obviously, the score that we fumble in the end zone could have been the difference in the game at the end. Another turnover down there, field goal could have been a difference in the game at the end. So we had plenty of opportunities. So turnovers, the one run, and then at the end of the day, you overcome all of that crap, and you got a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter, and you can't finish. So you just got to give them credit. We could not stop the run there in the fourth quarter, and they earned it. They earned it. We got exactly what we deserved. Just because when you turn the ball over, and then we did not run the ball well, and again they did, especially that one play, and then all the fourth quarter. We played pretty good for 3 quarters. So it's just really disappointing. Then the last play, I mean, it's a give all the way. It's not even. It's disappointing. Just trying to do too much. It's 5 inches maybe. So tough game. Again, proud of the guys for competing and how they never quit and they battled, overcome a lot of adversity in the first half. Again, just most of it self-inflicted, and put themselves in position to win with a 10-point lead, and then we didn't finish. So you just have to give Miami a ton of credit. Their team deserved to win the game, and we didn't. So congratulations to those guys. And then for us, we're 4-3, and that's exactly what we deserve. I feel like I'm reliving 2010 all over again. It's like every game. It's crazy. We just 2 overtime losses. Obviously, the game at Duke with the 4 trips inside the 10, and we got no points. So it's been really, really frustrating. But I don't understand why things happen sometimes. But I do understand that you just got to keep grinding. You got to keep moving and show up on Monday. And just like I've always done for 15 years, show up and get back to work and find a way to win a game this week. We're getting easier. We've got to go on the road. So it's really not complicated. It really isn't. We did a lot of good things. We really did. We did a lot of good things, made a lot of plays. We just didn't finish. I thought White's gave us a chance. Good to see him make some big kicks. I think Brenny had more yards than any tight end in the history of the school. It's just unfortunate that we didn't take advantage of opportunities when we have them. When you're on the road, let teams hang around like that. But you got to just take your hat off to Miami because, again, down 10 in the fourth quarter, they fought back. We didn't finish. So they deserved it. We didn't. Get ready on Monday to see if we can find a way to win a game this week.
So just to be clear, that was an RPO on the last play?
No, it was a handoff. 100%. We didn't hand off. Just pulled it. I got no answer. I mean, just trying to do too much, and so the RPO, it's a give, and we just didn't do it. We made a lot of plays, but again, we just gotta play within the system.
Is there any thought to kind of doing the tush push?
We talked about it, we did, but we just felt like, we liked the play that we had. Try to protect the edges. It's a give all the way. We just got about a yard and a half on the previous play, and we felt good about whatever it was, 5 inches maybe. It was inches, and I don't have an answer.
Coach, you have an update on XT?
He was out. We had something pop up this later part of the week, and had a violation of team rules, so he was out. He'll be back Monday, and could definitely used him for sure. But he'll be back Monday and ready to go against Cincinnati State.
About Justin?
Yeah, I don't know. We had several guys get banged up in the game. We'll have to kind of see where they all are. We'll get back tomorrow, but regroup.
Antonio looked like he jogged, tried to maybe think about coming back in, but
Yeah, it really, I think it was his toe. It's something with his toe. His ankle, I think, was okay. Something to do with his toe. But hey, again, we made a lot of plays. We made a bunch of plays. It was good to see Tyler Brown bounce back, make some really nice plays in the game. Had some big plays that there was a lot of tight coverage, and it's good to see us make competitive plays. Again, we just should have had a couple more scores, and we just didn't do it. And I mean, it's incredibly frustrating. My heart breaks for our players, and for Clemson, because it's just means a lot to a lot of people. Man, we work really hard. I mean, we had one of the best weeks of practice we've had all year. A great week of practice, a great plan, and come right out of the gate, just put the ball on the ground.
thoughts on the play of the O-line? Looks like sometimes I made that right side struggled with protection.
Inconsistent, it looked like, I have to see it on tape and really give you a better answer, but, it seemed like we were just a little inconsistent. So see what the tape says.
Yeah, but what's the most frustrating single part that's going on here? Is there anything that you can put your finger on and say like why it just keeps repeating itself?
I wish, man, if I could, it would have been fixed a long time ago, but I don't know why. I really don't. I mean, but I don't know why. I mean, we're in position to win. I mean, y'all watch the games. I mean, it's crazy. It's been again, those of you around here in 2010, that's the only thing I can kind of equate to. In 21, we were 4-3, but we weren't very good, right? We weren't near as good as this team in 21. Now that team responded, right? It went on and we finished 10-3 and finished strong. That team, but this team's more talented than that team. This team is in position to win. We got a couple. We got a couple games. We got our butt handed to us. This team has been in position to win every game. It's been in position to win every single game we've played, and we just. I don't have an answer. I don't. I mean, all I can tell you, the only thing I can tell you is what I tell myself, and that is, that sometimes things don't go the way you plan, right? And as a person of faith, I mean, I just know I just got to keep going. That's all I can know. I mean, I don't understand sometimes why things happen, but my life has taught me that you got to pick yourself up, hold your head up, and go back to work. I mean, we're competing our butts off, and we are in position to win. We got to figure out a way to. We got to finish. We got to figure out a way to win again, and it starts with just having to take care of the ball. And so, I mean, I love our players. I mean, there's nobody that wants it more than Will Shipley. But we got to take care of the ball, and we got to finish So I don't know why, but I do know that God never says oops. That's what I believe, and we just have to keep grinding. And again, better days ahead. This is a hell of a season that we're in the middle of right now, and it's just disappointing as crap because I mean we have a really good team. We have a really good football team, and we are in position to win every game. And I got to help these guys find a way to stop making some of these mistakes. So I'm there to keep doing everything I can.
So some coaches have employed sports psychiatrists. Have you ever done that?
Oh, we got him. He's probably on suicide watch right now.
No louder.
Yeah. We got him. So again, just sometimes things don't go. I mean, I'm sure things have not gone the way y'all always want. Maybe in your professional career from time to time, maybe you had a plan, you worked hard, and you did everything, and it didn't go the way you want. Well, I mean, you know what? You just gotta keep moving. You gotta keep going. And so you gotta, in a team environment, you have a decision to make. You stay together or you divide. You keep pushing or you give up. And you take ownership of what you need to take ownership of, you learn from it, and you just you gotta grow through it. And we've got a really talented team, and we got a lot of guys that are gonna have a lot of great days ahead. No more than this quarterback. I mean, he's had some unbelievable moments, and he's had some that we just I mean, we gotta do a little better. And so you learn from the good, you learn from the bad. I'm not gonna trade my guys. I love these guys, and I'm in the pit with them. I'm right there with them. So all I can say is, man, I'm sorry to our fans, because I mean they certainly deserve better. But as a team, again, what we want, you have to deserve, and we didn't deserve to win the game. So until we get some of those things fixed, we're going to be in a battle every single week.
For you, this team for forever has prided itself on the discipline and the execution, and you see the lack of discipline. Nate Wiggins could have drawn a penalty there, and you took him off the field.
Yeah.
Is that the most frustrating thing for you? And is it a player problem? Is it a coach? Like, how do you fix that?
No,
how do you address it?
we haven't had that. It hasn't been discipline. That hasn't been an issue with this team. That was a frustrating moment. That was a bad decision, just a bad moment where a guy got kind of emotional and out of himself. But it's been very disciplined all year. We've been a pretty disciplined team for the most part. We haven't been a team with a billion penalties and things like that. It's just been turnovers. I mean, just simple as that. I mean, we've been atrocious. And not only turnovers, but the type of turnovers and where they've been. Red zone. I mean, first and goals on the one. I mean, just you name it. So I don't know. I mean, it's just crazy. So we're going to keep grinding. We'll get back in there and go back to work and see if we can find a way to win a game. And my heart hurts for everybody. And but I'm responsible. This is a team, and I've gotta help them. I gotta pick them up and get us a hurt group of guys in there. And I know they care. They work their butts off. Nobody wants to win more than them. And again, it's just unfortunate. And so it's football. This is one of those years that we just can't seem to get out of our own way. So gotta keep pushing.
With the fumbles, do you feel like they're still a fluke at this point? Is there a common thread at all with the number of those this far now?
I mean, it's a common thread in that we're not. They're coming at critical times in the red zone. That's probably the biggest common thread. Is where they're happening, and just every coach and player's got to take ownership of what we can do better.
And coach, less than 2 yards of carry tonight. This has always been a program that prides itself on running the ball and being effective running the football. So from your vantage point and in your eyes, is there some type of disconnect between the backs, the O-line, or how things are meshing together with the running game? And do you see a way that you can kind of kickstart that or get that improved?
Well, if you watch this game, you know, their style of play tonight was to make us throw the football. You know, they lined up and it was bare fronts and cover one, press, cover one. You know, you're not going to make a living running on bare fronts. We, you know, this was a team that they said, okay, you got to make some plays, and we made some plays, and we were effective, but we just didn't finish. So we've run the ball well all year, but we weren't anywhere near as good as we need to be tonight. And we'll watch the tape, but you know, they won that side of the ball for sure. And again, but style of play tonight, it was pretty evident early on, like, hey, we're gonna have to throw the ball to win. And we made a bunch of big plays and put ourselves in position. Just missed on a couple, but the biggest thing is we just didn't finish. I mean, again, if you get those 2 scores in the first quarter, we're having a different conversation right now. All those plays count.
You can add to the list of the woes that Aiden Swanson's had a great season, but the 29-yard punt there at the end put them in field position to
Yeah, he's had a great year. But you know, we were at plenty of field. It was still a long enough field. We just didn't stop. We didn't stop. We had plenty of opportunities to get off the field, and defense had a chance to win it, and we didn't do it. So we put the defense in a bad spot the whole first half, but we rallied and had a chance again, 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. Got to finish.
Maskell goes out, you got Root playing defensive end, or kind of at an end spot there at times. But were you still a little disappointed that you couldn't get him on the ground, that there wasn't enough pressure to maybe kind of affect him at times?
Yeah, I mean,
during the fourth?
he didn't throw the ball a whole lot.
Yeah.
I mean, they had that probably the biggest disappointment. I mean, they made the 2 one-on-one plays. You know, we were trying to pressure the run game. So we were struggling fitting gaps wrong, and we just didn't do a good job, fitting some of the B gap stuff, especially. But and they hit a couple plays outside, and you expose yourself, and you just that way, and they hit them. And then probably the biggest disappointment was the 3rd and 14. Now they were max protection on that, and they made a good throw and catch, but it wasn't a game where they would just drop back throwing the ball.
You said how much you like this team, and you repeated that in a situation like this going forward into the next game. We consider some personnel changes.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. That's every week, honestly. I mean, we consider those things. Everything we got to do to put us in position to win. That's what we try to do every week. If that's personnel, if it's scheme, whatever, we try to do that. And but again, we'll watch the tape and we'll see if there's anything we need to do. But I mean, again, we're in position to win. We just gotta somehow I gotta help them win. That's my main responsibility. I gotta help them win.
I guess one of the few, bright spots, Jake Brinkstool,
Yeah.
the yards he was able to get. Do you feel better in terms of feeding him the way you did?
Well, again, it was a lot of man coverage. So I mean, it was matchups, and so he had a lot of matchup opportunity, and made some great plays. I mean, I knew he was in on that one. I mean, I saw it, and what a play that was. So it's good to see, man. That's a real positive. And again, Kate made some great throws, just missed a couple. And, Antonio, ended up having one big play. I know he had to go out. Adam had a huge play. I mean, we did some good things. We just weren't efficient running the ball, and we weren't as good on 3rd down as we needed to be because we got behind the sticks a lot today. But at the end of the day, we still fought back and put ourselves in position to win, and we just didn't finish. We didn't finish the drives, the easy opportunities that we had in the first half that could and should have been points, and then we didn't finish in the fourth quarter defensively when we had the opportunity after we fought back. So. They deserve to win the game, and we did. That's football, and we are 4-3, and it's my responsibility to try to help us find a way to win this next game and see if we can battle our way out of this hole that we're in.
Anybody else for coach?
The run defense in the fourth quarter, or second half specifically, what did you see there that you thought?
Well, I watched the tape, and I mean, it just, we weren't fitting some gaps right. I mean, they were mostly in the B gap there, it seemed like, and we just weren't fitting some things properly. It's just frustrating, really, really frustrating, because, you know, most people have not been able to run the ball on us, and we didn't finish there when we had the opportunity. But we'll see on the tape, you know, what specifically happened.
Anyone else? I thank coaches.
Coach, thanks.
Safe travels.
Yeah.
He's coach.